Hello everyone once again. My name is Rosan Abidora, Rai for short. I'm so sorry, don't know what went on. Anyway, we're live now and please if you're on, share so people will know, because I know some people came in and I had to delete it because of course I was having technical issues. So we're going to be discussing Natalia, thank you for joining me. We're going to be discussing. I'm so excited about the topic actually because a lot of people think they're in love and they're not. So if you think you're in love, hop in. Please share so people will know we're on. I'm so sorry that I had to log off the first time. And if you will, just kindly let me know where you are, joining me from. I've wasted so many time, but it's because I'm sorry, 15 minutes late. So let me just give 1 minute so some people can come on and all, because I had to go out twice. I'm really, really sorry for that. It was a technical hitch and choice of location actually. Yes, Grace, finally. Sorry, not entirely my fault, Grace. Yeah. All right. Okay, P-Max, thank you. I see you. Florence, thank you for joining me. Please, let's share so people will know we're on. I'll just give a minute and I would begin. So how has been our day? At least I want it to be interactive, so you guys should talk to me. How has been your day? Mine, well, has been a little bit hectic and I wasn't feeling too strong earlier on, but I'm good now. All right, so they will join us as we go on. Please, of course, as I go on, as usual, you could ask your questions and I would answer. Let's make it interactive. All my social media platform and everything will be Samuel, thank you for joining me. My social media platform and everything will be on the comment section, so you could, of course, if you need to hook up with me, you can do so. Now, what is love? Lynette, thank you for joining me. What is love? A lot of people will say it's a feeling. My husband used to define it, jokingly define it as a feeling that somebody feels that they've never felt before. And he always laughs at that definition because it's not true. You would have a feeling you've never felt before a couple of times over certain people because of certain things that they do. So that can be the definition of love. But I'll just give you a dictionary definition of love. Then I'll give you my definition of love. The dictionary definition of love says it's strong affection. Okay, so what is affection? It's a gentle feeling of fondness or likeness. Sarah, all the way from Ghana, how you doing? Of fondness or likeness. Okay. And that's what an affection is. So the dictionary defines it as strong affection. Affection is when you have strong feeling of fondness or likeness for someone. Okay, so that's a dictionary definition of love. But over time, from my experiences of people around me, parents of people I've counseled, I know that that's a misleading, Melody, thank you for joining me, that's a misleading definition of love. On here, thank you for joining me. Love is actually, yes, this definition, it's embedded. Okay, fine, you have a strong feeling. You can't be in love with someone if you don't have strong feeling. It's okay. But it's a choice you make, because you see, you're going to have this strong feeling. We're human in nature. People do things for us. People have gestures. They do kind things for us. So you're going to have this strong feeling for a lot of people. So does that mean you are not going to be loving 1 million people? Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But it's where you have chosen now, to be with this particular person inside the lot that you have. My definition now of love is what I'm telling you now. It's a strong feeling which you have. You can have this strong feeling for 1 million, but you have decided that this particular person, I will be with you irrespective, of what you throw at me, irrespective of the ups and downs that, comes our way, because life happens to people, that comes our way, either when it's in a relationship stage or it's in a marriage stage. That's what love is. It's your decision to be there. Come rain, come sun, come, no matter the obstacles you face, your decision to stick there. That's what real love is. Now, what is infatuation? Before I even explain what infatuation is, I need to tell you what lust is, because they are a little bit intertwined. Lust is, thank you, Bakari, for joining me. Thank you, Solomon, I see you. Love is lust now, not love. Lust, I just explained love, what real love is. So lust now is where you are attracted physically. Lust has to do with physical attraction. Oh, he has 6 packs. Oh, she's looking sexy. Oh, she has this curves. Oh, she had that curve. Oh, she's so beautiful. That is lust. That is your primary. I'm not saying you should now love, choose to love somebody who is ugly. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if your whole attention or your primary focus is the physical characteristics of this human being, you are lusting over that person. Because after, looking at the attributes, after liking the way the person is, appearance, lust is appearance. It's all about appearance. Oh, the person, what the person wore, if it's wearing designers, oh, the belt and the shoe matches. Oh, she knows how to dress herself. Oh, she's slaying and all that. That is lust. Now, what is infatuation? It's interesting, the definition of infatuation. In fact, to infatuate the root is taken from a Latin word, which means to cause to be foolish. Dr. Sunday, thank you for joining me. To cause to be foolish, or to be deprived of sound judgment. The second definition, I will repeat the first one. It is to cause to be foolish, or to deprive someone of sound judgment. The second is to inspire with a foolish or extravagant admiration. So, you are infatuated when in that relationship you are foolish, you are a fool. So people say fool for love. You are infatuated. Because if you are in love, you are walking with your eyes open. It is just your decision to be there, because you have decided that this person, this strong feeling I have for you, I am going to develop it and we are going to stick together. To be infatuated means you are just inspired to be foolish. You admire the person foolishly. You do, in fact, another definition said you do silly things. So when you can't reason in a relationship, it's all about the person. In fact, infatuation tilts, there's a thin line between being obsessed. You are actually being obsessed. Migdal, thank you for joining me. You can't think, you can no longer, you see, when you are in love, your individuality still stands. You're still an individual. The person is also an individual, but both of you have decided to be together. So your life can't stop because you are in love. When you can't do anything anymore, everything is centered around the person. You must call the person. You become obsessed. You must call the person 1 million times. You must check, where are you? What are you doing? Who are you calling? You want to control the person. You are infatuated. Or you become foolish now. You cannot reason. Even if the person says slap somebody, you slap. Because of the person, you fight with your family. You can insult anybody. Nobody matters anymore. It's only that you are infatuated. That is not love. And you see the problem, Daniel, thank you for joining me. The problem with infatuation is it is usually short-lived. That is why you see people who say, I can't take it anymore, I can't take it anymore. Please, I can't take it anymore. No. Before 3 weeks, before 1 month, you see, it usually moves from lust to infatuation, and then the relationship dies. Lust because of the physical appearance, you are there with the person. Most of the time, the person just wants to, get down with you, sleep with you. So after that happens, the lust clears, the person starts dodging you and all that. That is lust. I think that's quite obvious. But infatuation, it moves past that, because even after that has happened, the person still maybe probably sticks around. It becomes so upset. People, especially ladies, we confuse infatuation with love. If a guy or even anybody cannot sacrifice, you have obstacles, you cannot weather that storm together, that is not genuine love. You are just infatuated. Some people are in love with the idea of being in love with you. Some people just like the fact that, we look good together in pictures. They just like the fact that, when we're together, people say we're a power couple. They just like the idea of being in love with someone. They really are not in love with that person. That's another form of infatuation. So, I will be giving us some points that you would look So I give you 1 minute. If you're at home and you're watching this, pick your pen and paper. There are some things I would mention, and then you check whether that is happening to you or not, so you know if you're infatuated or you're in love. Because you see, the truth of the matter is, if you have genuine love, there's a poet that says love happens to you once. There's how you can have, if you're genuinely in love with someone, you would easily forgive that person. There won't be, you see all this break up. If it's infatuation that you break up and make up, because if the person is confused, it's the chemistry. You see, what happens with infatuation is your chemistry, your brain, the neurons in your brain are playing tricks on you. You now believe that you can't live without this person. No, that's not genuine love. Genuine love means I can live without you if we break up, or if you are no longer around. But I have chosen to stick with you. Genuine love is, you've hurt me, we're going to talk about it. If you apologize, I let it go and I don't bring it back. You see, every time you tend to bring back what someone you claim in court to be in love with, you know, when you guys have a quarrel, the person brings it up, you remember what you did to me last time, the person is actually deeply infatuated. So now, let's go to the things I would be asking you, and you can, know for yourself if you're infatuated or not. Now, usually half of the time, I know people say there's love at first sight. I really don't believe that, because I believe love should grow. But some people, have tried to convince me that love can happen at first sight. All right. But you see, with infatuation, all the time, infatuation happens instantaneously, immediately. You see the person and your brain goes gaga. You see the person, you can't stop thinking about the person. You dream the person, you see the person, you cook the person, you do everything the person. Your life is completely centered around this person. You can no longer do anything if you're the type that goes to work. I've seen people who are, real case study of this infatuation. They are in a relationship with people. If they were the type that go to school, they stop going to school. They were the type that were serious with church, they stop church. Things that people know them of, they can't do again. Most of the time they even pack. This is what brings cohabitation. They pack their things, they have to stay with the person. Love won't make you leave your house and go and live with someone else. No, love won't make you. Love won't make you do that. Love will make you still be an individual. But knowing that this person has my back, knowing that I have a strong and a deep affection for this person, knowing that, this person will work it, especially if it's a relationship and not a marriage, because if you're married, yes, then you're saying, okay, the dynamics of marriage, whatever comes in, we're weathering it, we'll go to weather it together. You don't be confused again. Some people marry people they are infatuated with. I have to be sincere, in some people's lifetime, Pastor Obi, thank you for joining me. In some people's lifetime, they will never, ever know genuine love. It is not a cause or something. It is just how it is. They will really never experience genuine love. What they may be having all through is infatuation, break up, and then maybe the last guy they are infatuated with, or the guy too is tired. Sometimes there are certain things that make people settle down. The guy is tired. People, the pressure, societal pressure, or he feels, I've made some money, I should have kids, I should, have a lineage and all that. There are certain reasons why people settle down. And so the person ends up proposing. He's infatuated, he doesn't love you, but he just ends up proposing, and you people get married. Most people, in fact, why you see a lot of divorces is people at the end of the day now realize, that was just deep-seated passion. That was just infatuation. I was just infatuated at that time. And so you see, they begin to patch up now. They begin to try to manage the thing in the house. Especially if they ended up getting married, they begin to manage. They begin to, if they are the type that, okay, maybe they come from a church setting or a family background where divorce is not acceptable, they just weather it. And children now grow up, and at the end of the day, and most of the time they turn the focus of their love to kids or to any other thing they are doing. If they are the business type, you see, they put their whole mind, everything into business, and that becomes their love, because they just were not really in love. They were infatuated and they married. People can marry, in case someone is trying to ask me this question, people can marry while infatuated. It doesn't last long. So sometimes, some psychologists say it lasts 1 month to 6 months. So I've seen people who marry within 1 month to 6 months of meeting each other. Yes, so they can marry. Now, you can also genuinely, like I gave it my definition of love, which is a choice, you can genuinely choose to love someone, even meeting the person in 3 months, get married, and it's still genuine love. So you see, this thing has to do with individuality. But I want you to know that the fact that the guy goes on one knee to propose to you does not mean that the guy is in love. The fact that the girl says yes does not mean she's in love. It may be her biological clock that is disturbing her, and you just happen to be the person around, and she's saying yes. So infatuation, half of the time or most of the time, happens instantly, while love is a slow process, because you see, love takes you out of the picture. Love is sacrificial. It takes you, Maureen, thank you for joining me. It takes you out, and Sin, thank you for joining me. It takes you a while, to get to really know this person. It takes you a while to get to know that, okay, I will sacrifice for this person. I will go the long haul for this person. So when people just say, oh, under 1 week you begin to love somebody, it surprises me, but, well, it happens to some people, and they say that is love, but love is a deeper connection than the physical. Why infatuation is just, it stays superficial. It's superficial. What attracts you doesn't really have substance. What attracts you to the person? Oh, he talks nice over the phone, looks nice, oh, can cook. Trivial things are the things that attract you to people you're infatuated to. But people who you genuinely love, it goes deeper. You're able to see their flaws and all and still accept them. That's what genuine love is. It's not a function where you try to. I'm not saying of course you can point out if somebody has some flaws and they change, but of course I always say you can't change a human, an individual. You can't change a grown-up person completely. Only God can. So if you're a believer, of course you commit, that person to God and all. But on a general term, you can't take a grown-up person and say you want the person to change from who you met that person to be. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Yes, Pastor Obi is saying something. Yes, Pastor Obi is very right. People get easily infatuated when they pay attention to the superficial in a partner, like looks and wealth. Yes, especially the guys, the looks is the main thing that takes you to meet them. While the girl, oh, you are looking at the money and all that. Those things don't sustain marriage. I think I should treat the dynamic of marriage. They don't sustain marriage. They don't sustain at all. Pastor B, thank you for the contribution. Yes. And infatuation makes you irrational or crazy. You want to fight every time. When the person wants to go out, you don't want the person to go out. Oh, who are you talking to? You become a monitoring spirit. You want to know what is happening to the person's phone. You want to see what is happening here. You cannot get a grip of yourself. That is infatuation. So if you are the type, you want to, when your partner has gone to ease himself or drop the phone, has gone to do something, you have carried the phone. You want to check. You want to see what is there. You cannot, I'm not saying you shouldn't have access to your partner's phone when the need arises. I hardly pick my husband's call, but if I need to, I pick if maybe it's in the washroom or something, and I need to answer someone and all that. But when